Have you ever imagined living on the edge of a cliff? You can't look down without fear of falling, and you can't look up without overwhelming vastness. You don't know what's around the next bend, and just pray you don't fall off, toppling down the mountainside and into the unknown expanse of evergreens, boulders, and lakes. But there's also excitement, a grandiose experience that you're on top of the world, and nothing can bring you down, until you may lose your footing. If you're a kiddo at Mount St. Vincent home, your life may closely resemble this vulnerability. In my time at MSV, I've encountered children whose lives are constantly turning around unpredictable curves. They say things like, "I had to hit you to stay safe," and "A daddy and a little brother, that's all I want." Words that shake your soul and make you think, why am I here? What can I possibly do? What can any of us really do to make these lives better? I began working with 2 students each morning on literacy in a small effort to make better. These preteens were far behind grade level, reading with a kindergarten capacity. As you might expect, they were embarrassed, convinced they couldn't learn, despised my beckoning every morning at 8:45. "Time for literacy, boys!" But they stuck with it. Well, most of the time, and one much more than the other. Learning to read and spell is never something that was difficult for me. For most of us, just as learning to keep our hands to ourselves, regulate our emotions, and use kind words. Most of these behaviors, like reading, were modeled for us and taught to us from quite a young age. But these boys, these kids at MSV, did not receive that privilege. Something broke as they grew. We all grow much like word building, a common practice in my literacy work with the 2 aspiring gentlemen. D, D-I, D-I-F. Different is how they feel, but success is what they achieve. Receiving a 100% on a spelling test, advancing to a 2nd grade reading level, making a friend, feeling love. These are the accomplishments MSV kiddos yearn for every single day. In reality, they're all just regular kids. They aren't that different. They say silly things like, "You're uglier than a tadpole," when they're angry, and "Ready, set, take a break," when it's time to rest in gym. They have the naive confidence we all embraced as children. "I know what blood is made of: water, air, and meat." And they create imaginary worlds where only good can come. Each and every day I pray that those imaginary worlds become real. With the willingness to embrace them as children of God, we give the kiddos hope that their wounds will heal, that they will find families, and that they will be loved. We give them the greatest gift of all. For to have faith, as my favorite childhood character once said, is to have wings. Next time they turn a corner or topple into the unknown, it won't be so scary, because wings of faith will carry them through. Wings take them off the side of that treacherous cliff and into the grandiose experience of living better lives.